How much time? 30? 30 seconds? I'm on right now. I don't believe you. What?
We are back, people. Yes, Brews at 10 returns. Well, I'm back. Been in London, up and down the country twice, or down and up in my case, coming from the north to the south. I've been to London and back twice, basically. But here we are. It's good to be back. Thanks for joining me. I'm your humble host, Lefty. This is the Brews at 10 on my left eye. Solidari-Tea, everybody. Let's brew this thing. Mo, great to see you first in the chat. Doc Davies, Tommy Gunn, Big Jerry, Hetty as well. Nice to see you all. Hello, yes, everybody. Thanks for throwing up Palestine flags as well in the chats early on. Been following and taking part in the shenanigans down in London with Take Back Power and Defend Our Juries, respectively. Although there is some cross-pollination there, if you know what I mean. Anyway, yes, going to be getting into that. Got some exclusive footage to bring you on tonight's stream. Currently working on video of all of, well, one particular part for Take Back Power demonstrations, that is. There's a teaser video at the top of the chat. If you'd like to check that out, please, that would be awesome. In fact, here it is again. For your pleasure. Just a few snippets there. It's about 90% complete. The full version will be out, and of course, members get exclusive first time early viewings of said video. 110 members now, on the way towards 250. Also coming up, whilst I've been down south, Polanski has been in a bit of controversy, but he's responded very well to the social media, the critique, I should say, that he's received from the social media. Trevor Phillips, in particular, has made a bit of a tit of himself on his own show. Stephen Flynn's also made him look a bit stupid as well. We'll be taking a look at that, and of course, my goodness, people, Lots to pack into the stream. What a week it's going to be as well to catch up with. The local election's just a couple of days away now. So a bit of an update on hot seats as well. We'll be taking a look at things in the Middle East as well. Rounding off with a particularly excellent video that's going to, in a way, draw us back to where we started in this circular, excellently segued live stream that we're about to get into. Aldrin Allfather's with us as well as Davinia. Robbins, nice to see you both. Solidari-Tea. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, they're thems and comrades alike. Much to talk about this evening. But first, of course, with so many familiar faces in the chat, we do have to give thanks to all of the members on the channel. Dropped a few whilst I've been away, which is understandable. But hey, I'm back. Seeing as I'm the only one who narrates anything around here. Seeing as the other guys mute and, well, most of the other staff are from a completely different species entirely. Yeah, so please do rejoin, renew your memberships. Thanks again, members. 110 now. Let's see if we can get back towards the 200 and then the 250 people. Because we have videos prepared for both, of course. That would be awesome. But we can certainly dig all of the marvellous members, the fabulous brew crew that we have currently.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
No, Davinia, definitely not. In fact, actually, today's stream does feature one of your fellow viewers. In fact, we've been teaming up this week down in London. So you're going to be seeing a bit from one of your fellow members, viewers, subscribers, supporters of My Left Eye as well. Who not only provided some excellent footage of yours truly getting into some shenanigans. That won't be on the stream, of course. This remains a faceless channel. But also took action themselves. Doc might be quiet until the snooker's over. No spoilers in the chat about the snooker score, please, Doc. Because someone or certain people might be planning on catching up post-stream with it being pretty close to the wire by the time they had to get ready for stream. Did have it on in the background whilst I was still editing and stuff. Yes, so much editing has been done today. Again, it's been an occasion where I've been throwing things together just moments before we came on stream. But I think we've got plenty of quality material to get through. Starting, of course, with a comedy clip that's going to be coming up momentarily. It's been a good week, though. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Quite satisfying as well. Finished off with the May Day March, which I didn't attend today. Had to make my way back yesterday. get at least one lie in before I go back to work. Proper one anyway. A successful week.
Jurassic Park.
Doc Davies, thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. Graham jumping in the chat as well. Good evening to you. A triple fist pump at Palestine flag and a 3-star salute. It's excellent to be back. Thank you very much, Graham. So again, apologies, couldn't bring you the full edit of the Take Back Bauer takeovers, the exclusive content. It's about 90% of the way through. I do have some other things to show you as well, though. I can show you a few bits off their social media. In fact, I've just reminded myself there's one that I've not uploaded into the software yet. I'm just going to grab that now, whilst we've got a quick moment. I've not had time to compress all of the files to play them on stream, basically, as well as edit 2 videos together, one of which you're going to see. Well, it'll be the first item on today's stream. Only 24 hours in a day, you know. Which one do I want there? There we go. Well, you might, I don't know if I've said already, actually, you might be wondering if I did get arrested. I actually didn't, which, all things considered, is terribly surprising. In fact, so far, there were only 2 arrests, one of which actually happened in ridiculous circumstances on the May Day march today, and the other in at least equally, if not more ridiculous circumstances, on Hyde Park. That was on Saturday. I shall speak further on such matters. But first, want to thank Andy Carter for renewing the membership there. 22 months, or celebrating 22 months, I should say. Awesome stuff. Almost 2 years we've been doing the streams. That is. My goodness, that's flown by, but of course. It's been great to have you for all that time, Andy. Graham Turner also celebrating 16 months of membership, a double celebration. Thank you very much. Do hit the join button if you're not already a member. And someday you can celebrate a month anniversary, as Graham and Andy are doing right now. Anyway, people, other ways that you can support this stream, of course, are with super stickers, super chats if you're watching live, super stickers if you're watching back later on, and the trusty Buy Me a Coffee page is always in the description of any content on the channel. If you're looking for the link, if you don't have the means to help us out via YouTube, or you just prefer to do it that way. But gifted memberships are, of course, the preferred method because it extends and expands the community, as well as supporting the channel. Peasant Revolt, great to see you. Completely brilliant. God, that's the worst impression I've ever done in my fucking life. But great to see you, Peasants Revolt. I should have just left it at that and not carried on. It's been a long week. I'm surprised I can even talk, to be honest. Pouring on the Palestine flags as well now. Wonderful stuff. Antifa Cog in receipt of a gifted membership courtesy of Andy Carter, not only celebrating a milestone of membership yourself, but like I said, extending that community. Thanks once again for that, Andy. Let's please big up Andy in the chat, everybody. What a great community we've got here. Thanks a lot, great mate. Bullseye. Nice shot. You've been missing the Rick voice.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
So 111 now. All the ones. Nice shots, yeah. Coggy, hope you enjoy your gifted membership there. Right, let's get started. Let's get off with something a bit light-hearted. This is the latest from Jonathan Pye, who's a character. Need I remind people? Yes, it's a character. You don't have to agree with everything he says, but in this case provides a good sort of segue to get us into where we're going with corruption within the Reform Party and in politics in general, of course. Before I play this clip, did you know, for example, that Sotheby's auction house donated £100,000 to Nigel Farage's Reform plc.co.uk/recycle Tories in exchange for certain privileges? If you didn't know that already, you certainly do now. You might have heard it here first, or you might have heard it here somewhere else. Hyde also celebrating 25 months of standard membership. Awesome. Wow, over 2 years. Yes, great to see some of our longest supporters on stream as well. We couldn't be here without you, of course. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll say on behalf of me, Phil, the Primates IT team. Paul isn't here. Everybody. The jazz band, Sunday jazz band. Well, eternally grateful. I'll let Herbie Ranger and the Supersonics know next time I see them on Sunday when I'm helping them up the stairs with the gear. Well, I'll get Phil to help, mostly, whilst I finish the editing, or sort of tidy up his efforts, as it were. Right. Yeah, Sotheby's. Boo. Going once, going twice. Let's get into the comedy clip. Sold for free to Society for Eternity.
Again, after it was revealed that Nigel Farage was given a personal gift of £5 million by a billionaire donor based in Thailand. Let's take a look. A £5 million personal gift for security. A lifetime supply of security. And that's it, nothing to see here. Well, Farage cited a firebombing at his home as a reason the $5 million was needed, even though that incident happened a year after the $5 million was received. Oh, I smell shite. And then he cited the milkshake being thrown at him, which is essentially £5 million for dry cleaning. £5 million as a gift. That's on top of his £91,000 MP salary, on top of the £1.2 million he gets paid annually by GB News, and his innumerous speaking engagements which pay top dollar for him to fly to the US and slag Britain off, like the £40,000 he earned from a financial firm that advises millionaires how to avoid tax and move money offshore, or the £400,000 earned promoting gold bullion as an investment choice for those with a diverse portfolio. No wonder man of the people Nigel walks around grinning like a Cheshire cunt. He's fucking loaded. But we all know he'll do or say anything for a quick buck. Only last month we learnt that he did videos on Cameo supporting race rioters and neo-Nazi events and spouting far-right slogans and anti-Semitic conspiracies. But don't worry, he didn't mean the things he said. He only said those things because he was paid £141 a pop to say them. If he's willing to say or do anything for £141, what's he willing to do for £5 million? Is it really that ridiculous to think he only became an MP because someone paid him to do so? This £5 million gift came from billionaire Chris Harborn, who lives in Thailand under a different name, who appeared in the Panama tax dodge papers and gave a £9 million donation to Reform, which is the largest in UK political history. But Chris apparently expects nothing in return. Neither, presumably, does Ben Lowe, who's moved to the UK specifically to donate to Reform UK plc. Ben Lowe was pardoned by Trump last year for money laundering via his $1 trillion crypto firm, which explains why Nigel Farage is openly promoting crypto, because all of his his donors are crypto billionaires. And Farage isn't investing in just any crypto, he's investing in Kwasi Kwarteng's crypto. You remember him? That's the guy who almost destroyed the economy and sent my mortgage rates to the fucking moon. Anyone who isn't as bent as a 9-bob note knows that crypto is a Ponzi scheme that allows insiders and scammers and gangsters to rip off the gullible and the desperate, which sounds like Reform's unofficial slogan. And according to Reform Party treasurer tax-dodging billionaire Nick Candy, there are a number of other billionaires prepared to donate to the party. It warms your cockles, doesn't it, that all these tax-dodging crypto billionaires are interested in what's best for ordinary, hard-working, tax-paying British citizens. Reform UK plc, to give it its full title, is not a political party. It's a private...
Well, actually, Jonathan, it's reformplc.co.uk/recycled Tories.
company made by billionaires for billionaires to promote the interests of billionaires. And Nigel Farage is just a front who's there to wave some flags and point at some immigrants and hope you don't really notice that Reform's only goal is a kleptocratic oligarchic takeover of our once proud and independent nation. Now we see in plain sight what motivates Farage. It's not love of country or principle of sovereignty or patriotism or even nationalism, or indeed a firm belief that we need strong borders. It's greed. Shameless, overt greed. A dishonest grifter whose present grift is becoming the next Prime Minister, completely captured and owned by sinister billionaires. And when he becomes Prime Minister, which he will, the UK will be captured also. The UK is up for sale, and Nigel Farage, who appropriately dresses like a used car salesman, is the auctioneer. God help us all. Yeah. Well, a spokesman for Reform UK said this was a personal gift unrelated to politics, going on to say the state provides no security for Nigel. This is well documented. However, leaders of the other parties have claimed.
Nice dissolve there, Phil. Yeah, so there might have been some subconscious bias towards me selecting that video. I did see a lot of adverts on the underground. Jonathan Pye's tour and the website whilst I was making my way around various places. Yeah, but a great video, and a great segue as well. So that's jonathanpye.com. Also a book out, I think there's a book out as well. Oh, sorry, that's the name of the tour, not a book. Yeah. Okay, check it out, there's a link in the description to that video as well, if you want to watch it back again, as well as the YouTube channel. Subscribe, and thrice subscribe. Whilst we're watching that, Tim Wilton has joined us in the chat, nice to see you. Emma Richardson as well. A very good evening, Solidari-Tea. Hope I haven't missed anybody else. Hedy, feel free to listen along. That's how unique these live streams are. They're not podcasts, of course, there's visuals, and not just, you know, someone talking, of course. But you can also listen along. I just checked out some of the other comments as well. Yeah, some people sell it pretty cheap, don't they, Mo? But they couldn't give you 100 million to out Nigel Farage. Andy Carter's looking for the modest sum of £400,000 to sell gold for a living. Or snake oil, in Reform's case. Or the NHS, of course. That's the main two things on the product line of Reform. More comedy to come. First, we're going to get into exclusive footage and whatnot from our time in London. Taking on the wealthy and the super rich with Take Back Power, but first of all, as far as my week was concerned, as well as I said earlier, one of your fellow viewers, we stopped off to do a couple of bits with Defend Our Juries. Of course, the Filton 24 trial is still ongoing at Woolwich Crown Court. There are also other demonstrations outside the Royal Courts of Justice. I'm going to be showing you excellent speech from the Royal Courts of Justice later on. But first off, this is, excuse me, exclusive footage of around 6 to 8 placard holders who waited at the gates of Woolwich Crown Court in a silent vigil. Another particularly poignant demonstration. You might recall just shortly before I went down to London, there were 2 arrests as the trial got underway. Trudy Warner, of course, being one of the founder members of Defend Our Juries, and also another multiple placard holder as well. The latter of those was present here again at this demonstration. Again, as I'm not certain that their name has been put out in press and whatnot, so I won't name them, even though I know them and have been proud to have been on marches and demos and stuff with them before. So this whole thing, not just the fact that the Filton 24 trial continues under the conditions that it does, because remember, the jury in this case aren't allowed to know certain things about the case. One of the main, most terrifying things is that they're not going to be aware that if convicted, that the defendants will be classed as terrorists. They're also not allowed to discuss anything to do with the Middle East, the obviously including the occupation of Palestine. It's a complete affront to justice. The phrase kangaroo court comes to mind. Of course, Defend Our Juries not only protest against the original prescription of Palestine Action, which was deemed to be illegal by the High Court itself, but also continue to support the Filton 24 in this fashion. Right, let's see what's happening. Enough of my yakking, let's get on with it. Okay, we're here outside Woolwich Crown Court. We've got a small contingent of DOJ supporters holding a silent vigil for the defendants inside. The group of Fulton 24 defendants inside the court on trial today have a jury that have, well, to be honest, quite a lot of necessary information that's been withheld from them, including what would happen to the defendants, what they will be charged with. I just said that, Lefty. It's almost as though you just like strung these clips together just right before you came on stream, and you're going to have to interrupt as you go if they're found guilty. And these include things such as the jury not knowing that there will be terrorism charges, for example. They're not being given the full facts of the case, and it's essentially coercion through the courts, almost a sort of rigged trial, if you want to put it that way, but it certainly isn't justified.
And the private grounds of the court, if the security man...
Alright, just going to interrupt me from the past again. So after a short time, your man here comes over. I believe he's a sergeant. Well, I know he's a sergeant because he came over to talk to me, as you'll see later in these clips, but informed the sitters, who remained silent, of course, during the silent vigil, that potential trumped up Section 14, yada, 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 is going to take place. I'll let him do his little spiel before I just point out why it's ridiculous, not only in general, that these people are obviously no harm to the public, but for logistical and physical reasons as well.
Ask you to leave. If you fail to do so, you could be committing offence of aggravated trespass. You'll be disrupting the lawful activity of people going about their business here. Okay. Also, there will be considerations for a Section 14 public order restrictions to be put in place, which will be considered. So, getting in that early, I appreciate you're all on a silent vigil at the moment, but we're just getting that advice in early. You might not be able to talk, but I'm sure you can listen. And I'll give you exactly the same message over to your friends over there. Don't have to say anything, but that's absolutely alright to listen to what I'm saying, because I can only give you fair warning. Thank you very much. But if the security manager does say that you need to leave, then you may be subject to a lawful ejection from private premises. Okay? Thank you.
So these are a few shots from over the road where we were. Groups of about 3 or 4 on each side of the road. They're just being told the same thing that the group I was with did a moment ago. So you can see the signs there. Jurors have an absolute right to know a defendant according to their conscience. To acquit, sorry, the defendants according to their conscience. It's quite bizarre. For example, you can see on the right, the sitter on the right. Do you know this is private property? In his case, it was probably 3 days prior to this that he was arrested just yards away. He certainly knows by now. You have to admire the dedication of these people who are multiple, some of whom are multiple sitters at the large DOJ protest that took place in Parliament Square and Trafalgar Square from last year until recently. Yes, Davinia acquit. You see some of the defendants arriving. Okay, so I said I was going to point out how ridiculous this was, just physically, as you see some of the other defendants about to arrive there. Just pause this when that happens. Sorry if that happens to pause. Right, okay, here we go. You just sort of get a view of the road, those barriers as well, which is important with the point that I'm going to make now. One of the implications of the Section 14 is that the sitters are in fact obstructing the people trying to go into the building. Now, I'm not sure if I'll have some wider shots later on, but just right here and now, if you can imagine those barriers on the bottom left of your screen, sort of bend around to the left as you look where there is a pavement, but then are completely shut off and blocked, which is why, including the people you can see on the screen right now, everybody has to go up the road towards the gates. The vehicles stop, they have the vehicles checked, as you can see is happening now. The boots get opened, so on and so forth. People go through and then go probably through further checks and searches. Anyway, well, I know that they do because I've been in court a few times myself. But my point is that there is no way that they are blocking anybody from going up the path, because nobody can get up the path. They all have to go up this road that you can see here. Every single person, every single vehicle. And you can apply that to both sides of the road with every single sitter in the two groups on either side. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's just intimidation, basically. You know, it's just an intimidation tactic by the police. It's an intimidation tactic by the government who, if it wasn't for these pesky human rights standing in the way, would completely obliterate protest, at the click of a finger. So, ludicrous reasoning behind this threat to impose a Section 14. See some of the defendants arriving now. They've all got smiles on, they're looking optimistic, that's really good to see. They're still smiling when they come out.
That way, not this way, that way, yeah? Sorry, not you, sorry.
Oh, by the way, just for full disclosure on my side as well, obviously this camera is recording,
Okay.
etc.
Okay, so here we go. Your man comes over to talk to me. I was just about able to start to slightly subtly record whilst he started talking to me. Essentially trying to ask me who is in charge, or maybe insinuate that I was possibly in charge, which of course I wasn't, but I'll just play the conversation as it happened between me and Sergeant whomever or so.
Video recording. No, my governor's just basically asked me to come over and basically see, is there actually any sort of formal organiser, but my guess is you're not a rank-based structure. Similar to the police service.
No, I'm just doing media. Yeah.
No, that's absolutely fine. No worries.
I wouldn't know who any official liaison is.
No, I don't think there's anything official either. No, that's absolutely fine.
I'm not sure if you get a volunteer.
No, that's absolutely fine. Like I say, it's just literally,
obviously,
we're trying at the same time to respect everyone's rights to protest, with also allowing the lawful business of the court to be conducted free from intimidation, harassment, or anything else. But no, that's absolutely fine.
Thank you, Sergeant. Calling me a grass. Fuck off. Yeah. You're not a rank-based structure. What? Are you implying that we're all communists and there is no rank in communism? No, I don't think he would go that deep. You don't look like a rank-based structure. The fuck? Yeah. Not like the Met. Just following orders, yeah. Shit excuse. As it ever was, Davinia. Good point. And there's at least one constable or sergeant or whatever per person. You know, they're policed per capita 100% here. So we've just been told a few moments ago that Section 14 has now been put in place from a... I really wish... I don't know if I should do it on stream, not make fun of people. It is a cop, I guess. But the whomever it was, I can't remember the name, but they had a rather amusing surname, which might have involved a certain body part. I just can't remember exactly what it was. Don't want to misquote it. I hope it comes to me. Perhaps one of the people in this video, if you're watching, can recall and inform me. Yeah, guitar guy, pretty much. I'm just a humble YouTuber. There were further conversations like that, including later on in the video, which I'll get to. JK, nice to see on stream. Solidari-Tea. Andy Cartier. Well, you're clearly a bunch of hippies or something with no rank structure and no ringleader, so I'm assuming most of you speak multi-syllabic English. Is that correct? Even though this is a silent vigil. Yes, we can actually. Officer, that's very extraneous of you. If you will forgive me for saying so, as well as the fact that you're being slightly egregious. He then walked off confused. Was it Officer Dickhead? Yes, Officer William Head. Officer. It wasn't. Oh. I'm not even going to start to try and guess. I don't want to get too distracted. This is serious alternative journalism here, people. Exclusive, quality content. You heard it here first on My Left Eye. Around 9 AM, I believe, so some officers have just come out to speak to the sitters. There is a designated place for sign holders to go, but under the Section 14 they're just not allowed here at the moment, and I think that's what the sitters are about to be informed. Let's see what's happening.
There's conditions which should be placed for Inspector Dumper. He's coming in at 09. I'm letting
Mo, sorry, this is... I'll get on to the funny police officer names after the clip. Just want to let you hear them being read. The bullshit trumped up Section 14 officer.
you know at 09.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, yeah, I'm aware of the...
You're aware of the conditions,
yeah.
I'll just have to tell you that.
I had, well, you'll see yourself, pushed it as far as I could, as far as getting away with filming goes.
So it's 9:40. Sorry, it's 9. Yeah, it's 9:40. The Section 14 conditions have been put in place.
Yeah. Oh, I think he's going to say it. Prepare yourselves. Seriously, I just literally tethered all these clips together moments before I came on stream. Didn't have time to even watch it back. But I think we're going to hear the name now.
Inspector Dumper at 9:23 this morning.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're going to ask people if they can move to the other side of the carriageway.
Okay.
If you do.
Oh no, he didn't say the name. Someone else came out and said it before, I think. I'll just skip it back in case I missed it. Informed, let's see what's happening.
There's conditions which should be placed for Inspector Dumper.
That was it. That guy said it just then. Fucking Dumper. Inspector Dumper. I mean, that was probably the biggest test for the silent placard holders, was keeping a straight face when he said it was coming in by Sergeant Dumper. Fuck me.
I'm letting you know at 09.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I'm aware of the...
You're aware of the conditions,
yeah,
I'll just have to tell you this. It's 9:40. Sorry, it's 9. Yeah, it's 9:40. The section 14 condition has been put in place by Inspector Dunbar at 9:23 this morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, we're going to asking people if they can move to the other side of the carriageway. Alright. If you do breach that, then you may be eligible to be arrested. Okay.
Right. Am I okay just to get a few shots of this before I move?
Yes, mate. If you can just I'll give you a couple of seconds while this gets all told out, and we'll let you crack on.
I'm sure there's been explained for everybody.
That's fine. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got any questions for me?
No, I'm willing to comply.
You willing to comply?
Yeah,
Perfect.
of course. I couldn't get arrested for reasons I'll explain later. Just 1 minute.
Yeah, mate, that's fine. That's fine. I'll give you a minute, and then yeah, I think we've got colleagues already over there. So
there is another journalist around. Yeah, there was another independent journalist. They had the National Union of Journalist cards on them. I'm not even in that union, to be honest. I'm but a humble YouTuber. I was just catching a bus down the road, mate. Just happened to. No, I came up here. I was actually filming an errant swan at the time, and noticed this particular event taking place. Upon which time I started to document with interest, officer. No, so I did push it as much as I could. But the other filmer got some great footage of stuff later on after I did get moved. I'll show you a little bit of that later, but let's just see how far I could push it myself. Red colour.
Are you just here to film, are you?
Yeah.
The reason for that?
I'm not with people.
You're not wishing that.
Tracking the errant swan, etc. Yeah, I'm in the National Union of Bullshit live streamers. Officer, Your Honour, Your Grace, Your Worship.
When you get there, there will be no drums and there will be no loud hailers.
I don't know if you heard that, so they say there is a designated area, which I'm going to demonstrate in the vid in a moment, but no megaphones allowed, no loud hailers as described, no drums. But where it actually was, pertaining to pertaining to the location of the gates and so on and so forth, how much it would have been noticed specifically is pretty ridiculous, and again, an insult to peaceful protest.
I know you said that you're not with them, but just to explain it for us easier. So if you do get over there, there'll be no loud music, no drums being played, no megaphones or anything like that, because that would just disrupt the course.
As far as you see, the thing is, I did actually have a megaphone in my bag. I more or less had everything I went down there with me. Suitcase, gear, everything, including a bag with a megaphone in it. It might have not been too easy to convince them that I didn't have the intention of using a megaphone if I had one on me, but fortunately I didn't get searched. But yeah, I was just for a couple of moments I thought that might happen when he mentioned that one to me. I understand it's totally silent. Yeah, no, 1920s for loud hailers. It's just a cardboard cone with a very crude handle at the bottom. No. For any nerds out there, one of the specifications on the model that I took down includes a range of over 1,000 yards. Well, thank you very much. It's a megaphone.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. It's the sort of thing that I would get before I have another conversation. I appreciate the silent
Check the lowest because there's a big form moving. It says that
like I said, I haven't imposed this condition.
you just said I was intimidating the jury.
Are you happy you got everything?
Yeah, I've got enough there. Okay, so that was as much as I could get there, so you might be wondering, where in the fuck is this? Okay, I think I might explain this in the footage as well, but if you see the trees on the right of the screen there, basically where I was just filming from was behind those trees. There's a little side road off of the one that is sort of directly central, you can see, going away from where I'm stood, and a little side road to the right. That was the entrance to the court itself. So if this is the specifically designated area, like those officers said, that it's just completely ridiculous. This is a massive, busy intersection, tons of traffic going past. There were 2 liaison officers there while I was trying to gauge how many people were getting arrested, try and keep count and whatnot, as well as document a couple of them. When they noticed my accent during narration, tried to start to talk about football and other such things, but I did the best that I could. Point being, any sort of vigil held there isn't going to get any attention by anyone going inside, whether it's the defendants or otherwise. And you add that on top of what I pointed out earlier, the fact that they're not physically obstructing anyone, just gets increasingly ridiculous as it goes on. Another tier of stupidity now being added to this whole ridiculous affair. Okay, so I've just been asked to move here, which is kind of across the road from where the court is, because the section 14 was in place just after 9 o'clock. I've been here about 5 minutes or so. There's a couple of police liaisons here with me, just waiting to see if any of the sign holders come across. We'll have a quick chat with them if they do. At the moment it looks as though they've decided to stay. Just saw a carrier going up there, but then it turned away to the left there as you look. So I'm just going to stay here for another little while. Not certain if everybody's deciding to stay at the moment, but keep me posted. Okay, so I've just been asked to move here, which is kind of across the road from where the court is, because the stage, I saw a carrier going up there. I've just been able to get a bit closer. Sorry, I seem to have uploaded one segment of it twice. I'll just get to where it should be. There we go. I'm going to stay here for another little while. This was the only way that I could keep count, basically, was to zoom in using the phone I was recording on at the time, and keep counts. There were 6 sign holders in total, 3 on each side, myself and the other independent journalist as well. And there's a third now. To 3 at this point. Yeah, you can see some people carry across the road there. Sorry for the shaky camera, I'm quite far away. Apologies for the audio, it's quite windy. Okay, that was pretty much it. So they did all get arrested, all 6. I do have some footage, not my footage, but from the other journalists. This was shared on the DOJ Twitter page. So this is the final arrestee. I believe there's no audio here, but excellent footage just to show you that more close up. That was that. Yeah, there was then obviously police station support. They were all actually held at the same place, which was a surprise. I tried to get some information from the liaisons stood either side of me where that was concerned, but they couldn't say. They gave a number of examples that might be typical, but it was actually a surprise that they all got taken to the same place, which was Lewisham, actually, if anybody's interested. Technical details there. Right, let's get what's going on with the lack of background music, Phil, over my tired yet dulcet tones. Right. We will actually, like I said, be coming full circle back to defend our juries later, because one of the arrestees had earlier given a fantastic speech outside the Royal Courts of Justice. One of your fellow viewers, I should point out as well. Up next, though, we're going to take a little look at I've just done defend our juries. Take back power. So many things, so much action this week. Again, here's the link in the chat. That's to the teaser video. The main video is about 90% complete. That will feature mostly the occupation of various high-end stores, some of which you'll see in that teaser clip. There were 5 in total across 2 days. It was a fantastic week of action, including that, so you're going to see most of my exclusive footage. That'll be members first. Keep a lookout, people. Do have some other bits that I can share with you, though, just taken from social media as well. What to do? I'm going to go in chronological order, actually, I think, as well as occupation of high-end stores. On certain days simultaneously, there were redistributions or takeouts, as it were. This is food being taken from supermarkets and redistributed to food banks. I didn't actually film or take part in any of those myself, but as I said, I've got some social media here. And the first one I want to start with is also something I'm going to come back to shortly. If you want even more examples of ridiculous policing, that is. Right, let me just make sure I get these in the right. Just a sec, people. Here we go. So again, star of the show. I thought they were going to be on stream tonight, but not yet. Won't be surprised. They certainly deserve a rest after the week in London. But you're going to see here Mosche and Ellie, who went into a station after they carried out one of the takebacks, that is, redistributing the food. Told them what had happened, because obviously, similar to cultural action that took place prior to this, they wanted everything over and done with rather than having a visit at the property, which has happened recently for members of Take Back Power. Even for holding non-violent direct action training sessions, which is another point I'll be making shortly, but for now, let's just check this out from Mosche and Ellie.
Hi there, how are you doing? Good. My name's Ellie. Me and my friend, we just went into Tesco. We took essential items and food off the shelves. We walked out of the store without paying for those items, and we then went and donated them to a local food bank. I just wanted to, let you know that that is what's happened, and that's what we did this morning.
Hi, my name is Mosche, and today I took action with Take Back Power against the super rich. We went to a supermarket and we took some food and walked out with it, and we went to where it's really needed, which is food banks that support local struggling families, not so that profit can go back in the hands of billionaires. I did this today because our country is seriously broken. Billionaires and politicians fight over oil while our energy becomes unaffordable and normal families can't feed their own kids. Which just reported that there are 3 million families in the UK now that are having to skip meals. That's 3 million families just like yours that can't give their kids 3 meals a day. I don't want to stand by and let that happen anymore. So I took from the rich to give back to the poor. I'm about to go to Brixton Police Station and see if they want to talk to me about it. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll let me go, maybe they won't. Let's find out.
We're just here at the station now. We've just spoken to the person at the front desk, told them exactly what we did. Not sure what this means. They've just gone to potentially chat to someone about it. But yeah, we're here, we're waiting, ready to hear what will happen. We distributed it. Yeah.
Are they arresting you for it?
Well, we're trying to find out. We're trying to see what's going on. We're just giving an account of what we've done today, and
Jesus, what's going on today?
So it's not the management that we've got a problem with. I'm sure a lot of the managers and the workers in Tesco want the food to actually be going to people who need them. For a lot of them, they are actually in a position where they aren't able to afford the food themselves. It is people like CEO Ken Murphy, who earns 430 times the amount of his average Tesco employee.
430 times the average, not just the lowest, but the average. That's a ridiculous amount of money.
This is like the situation that we're in. I've got no qualms with the workers. They were just doing their job. It's just the CEOs that are running us into the ground, running this country and the NHS into the ground.
If you give me your name, your details, then there's a report that I'm doing.
If you're not...
we don't really have a form for that. Could you just say that again from, I think it was, was it 4 million children in poverty? He's like, the confused look on various members of staff's faces was prevalent throughout the week. I was witness to that myself, and this is another occasion that you can see in this footage here, guys. Sorry. It's been a bizarre week, including with incidents like this.
Arresting us, I won't give any of my details. Mm-hmm. We did tell them when we were leaving the shops, we said that this food, we're just taking it out without paying, and we just walked out. They didn't do anything.
Okay, so very quickly in chat, place your predictions. What do you think the police said? Did they say, "You're fucking nicked me, old beauty," or did they say, "You're free to go," or did they give caution? Were they pulled in and interviewed? What happened? Let's see. As Ella on the left, Mosche on the right, exit the building.
They didn't want to arrest us. They said that if Tesco wants to arrest us the next time we go in, then they might, but otherwise there's no victim. They said there's no victim to this crime, and we agree. This is not a crime. This is a billionaire tax.
What I loved as well, speaking to Eamon, was the fact that at one point he said that we're doing the right thing. I totally agree.
Yeah.
If you also want to do the right thing, if you want to make sure that food is actually going to the communities, join us at takebackpower.net. Hope to see you there.
Yeah, and obviously that one action, Ella and Mosche are aware, won't completely change that situation. It's to draw attention to it, of course. I think in their case, you're talking about £50 worth of goods, something like this, which was then obviously put into food banks that didn't take it for themselves. But yeah, these are the issues that people need to be looking at, and doing this sort of thing draws a great deal of attention to it, puts a lot of political pressure on it, but it's a surreal situation. I have to say, I myself, I think prior to this, found myself in a similar situation, going in to not confess but inform what do you call it, desk sergeants, what had just happened. Was met by a bemused look. Yeah, and then the lady I spoke to had to get the superior over. They said nothing had been reported. And what it concerned, basically, they said if I hadn't refused to leave when I was asked to by the security, then it doesn't concern them, and that is what happened on the occasion I'm referring to. Yeah, I didn't refuse to leave. Continued to sort of demonstrate outside in a fashion, but yeah, not on the private property. Anyway, well done, Ella, and well done, Mosche. So yeah, I want you to remember that and pay attention here, because in a moment I'm going to be coming back to this particular topic. First of all, I'm going to see the only arrest that happened whilst I was down in London. Semi-spoiler alert. But what it concerned as well, like I said before, there was a non-violence training in Hyde Park. You might have seen this on your social media already. It's you know, not exclusive information or anything. Just get this here. Yeah, a non-violent training session, which is essentially talking about training of what you call the third option, not to be so pacifistic that you're ineffective, and obviously not to be violent so as not to harm people, as well as a myriad of other reasons, but why it's the best and most effective option, of course, as well. Just excuse one moment. I think this is... Yeah, there we go. So many bits and pieces to deal with today. It's hard to keep up with where everything is. Yes, so at this session, which I just briefly explained, a group of Take Back Power members were there, including someone who'd been on action at the occupations and given some excellent testimonies as well. I want to say as well, shout out to Joe, if you're watching. Yeah, great stuff. His arrest, and so what happened? You'll be seeing more of this in the full version, but this is just from the Instagram. Take Back Power's Instagram, that is. It took 11 officers to come and take Joe away. And there were a whole bunch of people there. He was the only one who they removed. What can I say without giving too many spoilers away about my exclusive footage? Yeah, there is more footage to come in the full-length video, but I won't go too much into that. Let's just, because it's important to hear what Joe's got to say here. So that's 11 cops for one guy.
We've got 4 million.
Sorry, I've just got to adjust in real time. That'll do.
million children living in food poverty. All we're asking for is to tax the super rich, give away a small portion of their wealth so that ordinary people enjoy a decent standard of living.
Again, I'm being arrested today for taking a stand. There's 4 million children in this country who live in food poverty. We've got the super rich who are still hoarding their wealth. Why is it that our NHS isn't being funded? Why aren't our public services being funded? Why do we have 156 billionaires who get away with hoarding their wealth? All we're asking for is they give away a small portion of their wealth so that ordinary people in this country have enough to get by. I'm sure that the officers who are arresting me today would agree with me. Quite frankly, we have done all that we can in terms of voting. We've emailed our politicians, we've asked politely, and now, again, non-violently, we're taking a stand so that ordinary people are able to have a say on how our society is organised. We want a house of the people, a permanent house of the people, with powers to tax the rich, where ordinary citizens will have a say on the way that wealth is redistributed so that everyone has the essentials that they need to get by and can enjoy a decent standard of living. It really is as simple as that. 75% of people in this country want a wealth tax. Why don't we have it? It's because we don't live in a democracy. We live in a state where billionaires are in the back pockets of politicians. Politicians do not listen to ordinary people. They run where the money goes. Join us at takebackpower.net if you agree and want to take a stand.
Go on, Joe. Yeah, well said there, Joe. It was a pleasure to spend the week with people like Joe and Ella and Mosche. Ridiculous that they sent 11 people just to cart him off like this.
Where billionaires are in the back pockets of politicians do not listen to us at takebackpower.net if you agree and want to take a stand.
Just pause that there. Yeah, nice one, Joe. Take a look at this as well, people, as we continue to consider those wealth gaps that Joe mentioned. Ridiculous. You know, 156 billionaires in this country. The wealthiest 50 people in the world have more wealth than 50% of the population on the planet. Just how crazy are the statistics going to get? Okay, people, so a short time, in fact, before I came on stream, going back to Ella, who you just saw earlier during the takeout action, even though she went into a station and essentially explained what had happened, she wasn't arrested. But today, in fact, on the this is on the May Day march, this happened. Let's take a look, people. Again, apologies. I have to adjust this in real time. Circumstances prevailing.
Currently, they're taking me out. I tried to have myself in the other day, and here they are. How many officers do you see in front of me? I tried to hand myself in the other day at Brixton Police Station after I took essential items wanted by food banks in the Brixton area. And they wanted to speak to the people at the station, and they would not have me. They said to us that this was a victimless crime. They said to us that this was the right thing, and yet here I am, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 officers have come to arrest one person. This is what happens.
So there were 11 for Joe, and now 9.
Happens when you try to stand up. This is what happens when you try to tax billionaires. They will not have it. Our police state won't have it. Keir Starmer won't have it. This is why we need a house of the people. We need ordinary people in charge. People who are actually at the front of the cost of living crisis. Do you seriously think this is the best resources for police time?
Absolutely.
The Guardian released a statement the other day saying that 1 in 10 households are currently skipping meals. There are 9 police officers here. The statistics are showing that there is likely someone here also skipping meals. Look at the people around us. We have come to this march today in honour of the people who have fought before us, and we will continue to keep doing this until we see attacks on the rich. Until we see 4 million children actually fed instead of starving. This is why you should join TakeBackPower.net today. This is ridiculous. This is what happens. I tried to save them money. At least this time they won't come all the way up to Manchester for us. Save them a few quid there, eh?
We love you.
Yeah, that actually happened before I reported that on stream as well. They sent officers from London all the way to Manchester. That's some 200 miles previously. Well done, Ella, well said. Yeah, and ludicrous waste of money. Ludicrous waste of money. It's not great seeing this happen to people who you know, but I don't think it's going to put many people off, if you know what I'm saying. Right, people. I'd love to know your thoughts about that in chat. Don't forget to hit thumbs up if you just joined us on stream as well. I'm not certain who took that footage, just wanted to mention another shout out here to Jamie Lowe. Great stuff from Jamie, who provided footage of Ella and Mosche's video you saw as well, of them going into the station. Guy Smallman is also an excellent independent journalist and was on the scene during Joe's arrest, so shout out to Guy Smallman. I've actually been arrested with Guy once. He does in fact film not just protests here in the UK, he covers Palestine, Lebanon, many areas of the Middle East directly from those countries. He's a top guy. No pun intended. Sorry. So another reminder, there's going to be plenty more footage to come from Take Back Power's time in London. Members can expect to see an early viewing of that tomorrow. Emma Richardson, great point there. Yeah, you can't have these dangerous people on the streets trying to make sure that other people actually get to eat. You've got to keep the peasants oppressed. I'll tell you what, people, yeah, the May Day March, you know, for that to happen on the May Day March speaks volumes as well. I was kind of disappointed I couldn't stick around that long, but I think more or less a full week is a good enough shift. Graham, yeah, I too long for the day when we finally rid ourselves of this excessive greed. It's getting beyond ridiculous. One of the places, well, this is in the tease of it, it's again no spoiler, you might have heard about this elsewhere as well, of course, but one of the targets of the takeovers, the occupations, was of course Harrods. And one thing you might notice when you go in is that there are no prices. They don't put prices on the well, it was things like expensive handbags, perfumes, etc. There are in the food courts, but one example that sticks out, I think it was something like £18 per 100 grams of chilies. There are reasons that they don't put prices on the items, it's the same in expensive restaurants as the aristocracy, the hoi polloi, the toffs, whatever, would say. If you have to ask, then you can't afford it. Don't you know? More on the fight against inequality to come. We're going to get stuck into some other UK politics now. Starting with Zach Polanski. First of all, there was criticism from him at the behaviour of police officers during the arrest of the guy who was arrested for the Golders Green incident. Later apologised, said he rushed in taking directly to social media. However, I should say, for my 2 cents, he does have a point, and even from just a legal standpoint, whatever your view on other issues is, for example, police brutality, as it's not unknown that it has gotten criminals off in the past. So if this person, obviously extremely mentally unwell, committed a multiple stabbing, ends up getting off because of it, then it'll be the fault of those officers for the I'm not excusing the guy's actions, which are, of course, reprehensible. Like I said, this guy's clearly severely unwell. But just to bring this back to where this concerns Polanski, he, of course, said he sort of stands by his initial critique. He then went on social media rounds, including on Trevor Phillips, who, well, how can I put this? From what I've seen, I was only made aware of this particular interview once I returned up north, but it's an absolute embarrassingly desperate display, the likes of which never been seen, not only reprehensively using Zach Polanski's own race as a political football, seemingly, to try and prove his bullshit point that couldn't hold water, any more than a sieve. It's just obviously completely set up agenda mainstream media at its worst. So let's see a sample, because essentially what Trevor Phillips does is completely ignore the fact that Zach Polanski himself is Jewish, and chooses to ignore his side of the argument. It's almost as if Trevor Phillips himself thinks that he can speak for the Jewish community more than Zach Polanski can. Insane. It's just insane, but it's an embarrassment where Trevor Phillips is concerned, because Zach Polanski, as he's done so many times in the past, handles this particularly well. Let's see what's happening.
Which is what the government stands behind and which police operate today. That's wrong.
Well, as I repeat, as a Jewish person, I march with many Jewish people on those marches. Now, there are already laws to deal with.
But you're not all Jews. I'm just saying that currently the policy is...
But why is my Jewish identity...
If it were another minority, but you're not all Muslims or any other race, creed, colour, whatever it might be. That would be shocking and an insult, and it is in this case. Because Trevor Phillips has just got one thing in front of him, and that's his agenda. It's a very crooked and ignorant path that he's trying to take to get there, and he's not going to let the truth knock him off course. He's going to stick his fingers in his ears and try and steamroll the facts, as well as the opinions of someone from the very religion that they're referring to. What a dickhead.
Being erased from this conversation.
No, I'm not erasing it.
So many people on those marches.
Don't try that one on me. My point is that currently the...
Don't try that one on me. Don't try the old... Oh, God. What does he mean by that?
On me.
Don't try that one on me.
I'm not erasing it.
So many people on those marches.
Don't try that one on me.
Polanski's absolutely right, though. The anti-Zionist Jewish voice is indeed suppressed. Trevor Phillips would completely ignore the existence of the Jewish blocs on many of the Gaza marches, for example, just as much as he ignores Zach's own religious heritage here. Don't try that one on me. What? The old you're talking about me, so why does my opinion matter argument. Is that it, Trevor? 2 and 2 equals 5. So smug as well, yes, good point. Andy Carter and a bully. Doc, quite correct. He does have that look. I've got another clip of him coming up as well, with a more sort of face-on view. But he does have this unbelievable sense of look of self-satisfaction on his face when he thinks, you know, he's got someone backed into a corner with his argument, but they're so tame. God, such a thin argument. It makes tracing paper look like Verdun.
My point is that currently the policy is that if somebody believes that an incident is a hate crime, whether they are a victim or not, it is recorded as such by the police. It is regarded as such by the courts. What you are saying is because you don't think it's a hate crime, it shouldn't be.
If hate crimes are being committed on the marches, then those should be dealt with, and there's already laws for those. As I said...
This is over the phrase, globalise the intifada, which, as I pointed out before, intifada simply means the fight against oppression. So to make people globally aware of the oppression that's happening in Palestine, specifically in this case. Another one of Starmer and Mahmoud's ideas, bright ideas that they use to try and suppress peaceful protest. And it certainly isn't controversial. And saying such certainly isn't a gotcha moment for people like Trevor Phillips. What a hack.
On those marches, I've not seen hate crimes, and I think it's an outrageous slur on many, many people who are marching for peace. The world is actually upside down.
And others who think it is. What's wrong with that?
Those are not hate marches.
It's in their minds.
Well, I think if they've not seen...
It's in their minds. It's in their minds. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. They're not saying it, but they must be thinking it. How desperate can you get? Really? Because, of course, by attendance per capita, Gaza marches have the lowest arrest rates of any marches. You take a look at the far right, you take a look at the Tommy 10 Names, Stephen Yaxley lot. It's a mouthful. Completely the opposite, polar opposite end of the spectrum. That's the real problem. Those are the real hate marches. It isn't chants and speeches that call for the recognition and protest against the oppression happening in Palestine. What a wanker. And it's not just Trevor Phillips, unfortunately. I was also shocked, excuse me, on my return. Sorry, I was, yeah, bit of a dry throat there. I was very shocked on my return to see that the Times had published this cartoon. I use the term cartoon loosely with this depiction of Zach Polanski. Now, if you want to accuse people of anti-Semitism, if you want to be so ridiculous as to try and think of accusing any supporter of Palestine with anti-Semitism, take a look at this. It really is vile. Specifically, the depiction of Zach Polanski. Now, aside from the fact that this cartoon is in colour, the very anti-Semitic depiction of Zach Polanski, who's Jewish here, is no different, indiscernible from those used by the far right, by the fascists in Germany during the 1930s. Theirs are in black and white. This is in colour. It's, you know, you look at it with the ears and the nose and things. It's grotesque. That's grotesque. And whoever drew that should be ashamed of themselves. The Times should be ashamed of themselves for publishing that. And it just goes to show the absolute levels of the gutter press that we've got in this country. In their desperate attempt to suppress his popularity, of course, like Take Back Power, who just featured the Green Party, of course, proposed taxes on the wealthy. The establishment responds. They responded with desperate tactics when Jeremy Corbyn had the same vision regarding taxation on the rich. Now they're resorting to worse, at least as bad, if not worse, methods here with Zach Polanski, as his popularity continues to escalate. That is disgusting. I'm going to run out of adjectives. That is racist filth. There's no two bones about it. Shame on the Times. Shame on whichever arsehole drew that. They should be arrested. You want to be fucking sick. But Zach Polanski wasn't the only person handing Trevor Phillips' arse to him. This week, Stephen Flynn from the SNP was on, and this is where we go back to that smug expression that was mentioned in chat before. Yes, we're going to see that here, because obviously, being a pro-imperialist as well, Phillips thinks that he can have a bit of fun with Stephen Flynn. And the thinking behind his smug expression seems to be, "Oh, you're not going to get your referendum on independence, are you?" In an attempt to belittle him. That's the agenda this time. But of course, he's messing with Stephen Flynn, who was last year's winner of the Parliamentary Powerhouse Award here on My Left Eye.
What are you going to do when Westminster rejects your request for a second referendum?
They won't.
What are you going to do when it gets rejected? And then Is it? There it is. There's the... I've got 4 fucking aces up my sleeve. No, you don't, Trevor.
They won't.
They won't.
I think they are pretty clear already that they will. This government has been unequivocal in saying that it does not intend to accede to a second independent referendum. So what will you do when they say no?
Sorry.
It's actually Stephen Flynn who has the smug plaudits on this occasion. Trevor, you can wipe that ridiculous grin off your face.
Sorry, Trevor. You're telling me that the Keir Starmer saying no means something.
Yes. How many times have we seen Keir Starmer say one thing and the opposite actually happens? It's U-turn city.
Keir Starmer's not going to be in office come the end of next week.
What are you going to do?
I don't know about next week, but he's certainly going to be taking a kicking in the local elections. So any intention that his party has at the moment really has to be taken with the massive pinch of salt now. Obviously, the Holyrood and Senedd elections are coming up as well. I'll be coming on to that in more detail in just a moment, in fact, as we get through hot seats. But yeah, just specifically back to the elections in Scotland, whether it's at a local or a national level, it's only going to strongly lean towards independence. So that can't be ignored. Maybe Trevor Phillips shouldn't be so smug, because after this absolute hammering that's coming up the road, Keir Starmer might be out a lot sooner than Sky News think. I'm going to be showing you a bit more of a dig at Sky News later. Background music, please. Bill. Max. Just a moment while I grab a quick beverage. Just be a few seconds. Okay, people. Where are we up to? Welcome to stream. James Holmes celebrating 15 months of membership. Solidari-Tea, brother. Yeah, really good to see so many people celebrating milestones on tonight's stream. So welcome to that exclusive privileged group, James Solidari-Tea. Shout out to James in the chat, please, people. Big up. Okay, you'll have to forgive me, people. I haven't had time to update and polish off the intro video for the return of our exciting elections feature, of course. But we're going to dive straight back in with a couple of updates on hot seats. So what's hot and what's not, people? Let's see what's happening. I'm going to kick off with an overall projection in terms of gains and losses per party. This is these are some of the latest stats. Shout out to Stats for Lefties, who provide most of the stats. Well, if this is to be believed, Reform look at gaining over 1,600 seats. The Greens 656, second in terms of seat gains. Lib Dem on slight improvement, 152. The Tories, though, down 760, but that's being a modest total away from Labour's absolutely catastrophic loss of over 1,800 seats. That's 1,800 seats down, Keith. Not good, is it?
Oh, God.
Unfortunately, Nigel Farage...
He's an asshole, sir.
Would look like seeing his party gain the most amounts of seats. This wouldn't be a good thing for a great deal, a great many reasons. We have, of course, seen already in examples where they unfortunately control councils, just how catastrophically bad they have been. But let's cheer ourselves up with a bit of good news. Doc Davies, thank you very much for the support there. 5 gifted memberships just landing in chat. So I'll update the total there. 116 now. Shout out, please, to Doc Davies, please, in the chat. Brat, big up, big up. You were aiming for peasants' revolts. Well, nice shooting nonetheless. Okay, I'm not going to dwell on this too long. Very quickly moving on now. Leaders' approval rating. Zach Polanski actually makes the highest gain where this is concerned, increasing his popularity by 1.4%. Slight wane for Farage, although he still appears to be the overall leader. Quite surprised to see Badenoch so high. I'm not certain about the source for this one, of course. Stats for Lefties don't conduct the polls themselves. They compile other polls. Corbyn in your party, though, despite the apparent... how can I put this? Despite not getting the exact springboard start that they wanted, Corbyn's still ahead of Starmer, who's only on 19.1 with a 63.3% disapproval rating. Keith, that's a 63.3% disapproval rating.
Oh, God.
I'm not certain about that one. I certainly wouldn't say Badenoch was more popular than Polanski. We always take polls with a pinch of salt. It's just sort of always good to go over things. Don't say we never told you so, etc. Greens are still on the up though. Okay, a couple of interesting individual seats. This is only the second episode of Hot Seats where, and I've still not, just realised I've not even got the, I've not got the thumbnail up in the background. I'll remember that for the next stream. But this is only the second local Senedd and Holyrood election live stream Hot Seats episode. The previous ones featured had a very northwest leaning to them. However, I can amend that now. Having just come back from London myself, I guess I'll try and balance that out. First of all, Camden Council, take a look at this one. This is hot. Wow, what a scorcher. That's a scorcher, baby. Look at that one, 33 to 32. Greens, of course, going the right way, up 22.3. Labour tumble, 19.4%. Lib Dem with a slight gain. Reform getting off the mark with 6%. Good to see them mostly being rejected on the first go in Camden. Tories down 8.9, of course. Others marginally losing some of the vote percentage. Fascism Watch, nice to see you in chat. Solidari-Tea, thanks for your recent comments on content as well. Same goes to anybody watching who's done that recently. Sorry, I couldn't get my words out there. What a week, people. So, this is really white hot. Definitely going to have to keep my left eye on this one, if it is indeed accurate, of course, because it's a clear neck and neck race, but with still days to go and current trajectories considered, you'd have to say this looks like a London victory for the Green Party. Do we have anybody from Camden in chat? I know that we do have people watching from the capital. Let us know your thoughts on that one. Have another region, well, in this case I guess you should say wards or boroughs, but somewhere else in London coming up in the second example. Now, this one's particularly interesting because it appears that it's going to be a party that many people might not have heard of that are going to absolutely storm the seat. So let's take a look at what's going on in Tower Hamlets and a party called Aspire. Who?
A what? What? Okay. Who's that guy?
Who?
Who? What are you, a fucking owl?
Yes. If anyone gets that last reference, I'd be quite impressed, actually. Sorry. This is a serious channel. All about politics and society from a left-wing point of view, you know. Tower Hamlets. Who? Aspire. Running away with 36% of the votes over the Greens. But yeah, they do actually have it at the moment. It's nothing to be particularly excited about. Don't think it's some radical new socialist venture, unfortunately. It's mostly made up of former members of kind of neo-libby Labour, not proper Labour. They've probably all gone over to the Greens. And Stu celebrating 11 months of membership. Excellent stuff. We have a raid as well, apparently. Do we? I wasn't notified. Whom do I have to thank for the raid? For some reason, I've not got a notification, unless it was some time ago. But welcome, raiders, wherever you've come from. ASP is Aspire. We're just taking a look at this poll for Tower Hamlets in the local elections. Aspire, mostly made up of former Labour members. Was just saying. No Justice deserves the plaudits, of course, for the raid. Do recommend, nay, insist. Viewers go over and subscribe immediately if you don't know the channel already. Shout out to Helena at No Justice, Solidari-Tea. And welcome, please hit thumbs up as you join us, dear raiders. But can the Greens continue to make a push? That's a massive increase of 16.5%. They are outrunning Aspire. But can they tempt more people over than Aspire can from Labour, who are dropping 15.6? In this particular case, it's another double-digit gain for the Greens and another double-digit loss for Labour. Raiders and Riders on the Storm, of course. I can see quite a few familiar names there. Amongst the Raiders, great to see you all. Ruth Guthrie, nice to see you. But that is definitely the hottest of the two seats that we've featured. Go Greens in Camden. That's got to be a winner. That's a hot one. There's only a couple of days to go, so I'm pretty much going to have to decide which ones to call. Because, well, I will be on stream on Thursday. Hopefully, have a bit more of an inkling. Won't have a full result, of course, by the end of the stream. That'll be sometime in the late, early hours of the morning, as it were. So we're gonna add those two to the pile, to the list of hot seats. I'll go over things a bit more thoroughly tomorrow, so I've been pressed for time this evening, so much to cram in. I'm going to take the opportunity as well, please, dear raiders, head over and check out this video that you should be able to see in your charts any moment now, Philip. And yeah, it's just a teaser, but 90% of the way through, finishing off a video with some exclusive footage from the Take Back Power demonstrations in London over the last week. Do check that one out. Hit subscribe as well on this channel if you just raided in. If you don't subscribe already, please, good people, brothers and sisters, they, thems, and comrades alike. So I'm not going to be going into the supposed escalation in the Strait of Hormuz. I'll save that one for tomorrow as well. But where the Middle East is concerned, especially Palestine, of course, we continue to support Palestine here on My Left Eye. I thought we could just wind off footage before we go to a comedy clip with again some great testimony from one of your fellow viewers who was at the Defend Our Juries protest outside the Royal Courts of Justice and later was arrested at Woolwich Crown Court as well. This reading really does sum up the situation in Gaza, and it's really well put from Mosche. So let's see what's happening.
When they ask me why I did it, I tell them about the children, how their childhood is stolen from them, how their skeletons are left charred and smoking, how easily their bodies are crushed by falling buildings, how their skin melts as their flaming tents collapse around them. I tell them of the boy found carrying his brother's body inside his bloody backpack. I tell them of the girl whose hanging corpse ended at the knees. I tell them of the father holding up his headless toddler. I tell them of the mother who received the approximate weight of her family in body parts to bury, as they had all been shattered beyond recognition. I tell them about the history, how this has happened time and time again. I tell them about the Stern Gang, the Hilltop Youth, the wars of 48 and 67, and of Operation Cast Lead. I explain how they call it mowing the lawn, cleaning the land of these human animals. How they calculate the minimum nutrients to keep everyone alive, chop a little bit off, and let only that inside. How since the war, they've banned chlorine, morphine, children's toys, and much more that's needed for people to survive. Finally, I tell them that it was us that started it, with our Balfour Declaration and our media suppression. So I say I cannot stand for this. It can go on no longer. And I took action against Elbit, their weapons manufacturer. But I never forget to say that it was love and not hate that called me. Watching their songs and dances of freedom, reading their hope-filled books, listening to their dreams of being doctors, teachers, journalists, and never giving up. Thank you, free pass then.
Well done, Mosche. Excellent reading there from one of the testimonies of the defendants in the Fulton 24. Excellent stuff. The International Jewish Anti-Zionist Network in attendance yet again at that demo outside the Royal Courts of Justice as well. Thank you very much for the flags in chat. Yeah, again, some of those things that were mentioned by Mosche in a speech quoting one of the members of the Fulton 24 was unbelievable. You can't ignore reality. And that is what people are standing up against. How can you not be moved by things like that? Well said, Mosche. But we'll try to end on a high. like I said, we and Zach Polanski and Stephen Flynn took a dig at Trevor Phillips earlier. And Sky News, here's a more broader critique of Sky Television from Clickscene TV. I think this is only their second outing here on a Brews at 10 live stream, but I'm sure that you'll enjoy it just as much as I do.
Welcome to Sky, Britain's favourite way to pay 80 quid a month for things you can get for free on the internet.
That dish has been there since 1997. Those wires draped across your window, that's heritage, not a trip hazard.
Light drizzle, no signal. Heavy mist, no signal. That's not a fault, it's the romance of satellite.
So you switch to streaming? Great, until the kids start gaming and the picture turns into a blocky digital watercolour painting. Enjoy the buffering.
Random Welsh subtitles? We don't know why. Neither does the TV. Fun to learn a new language though, boyo.
Netflix included, on the basic tier with even more ads. Want it ad-free? Better pay up.
The screen just went black? That's not a bug, it's a feature. We've decided you've watched enough telly for one day. Go for a walk.
Saturdays are special, so an engineer costs an extra 15 quid. Miss the appointment? That's 25 to us. Pay us £100 a month and still watch adverts. It's exactly like free telly, just significantly more expensive.
Pay £5 to skip ads. By skip, we mean manually fast forwarding while your thumb gets a proper workout. Sky Glass doesn't record, it playlists. Want to watch the football live and re-watch later? Absolutely not. Every April we send a love letter. Your bill is going up 3 quid to keep things fresh. You're welcome. New customers pay £40. You pay 9p. That's the loyalty tax. We reward you differently here.
Want a discount? Just say the magic word cancel and watch £20 a month suddenly reappear. It's magic.
You can't cancel online. We need to hear the heartbreak in your voice for at least 20 minutes.
The disconnections team is hidden behind a 40-minute hold queue. Think of it as an Easter egg hunt for adults.
31 days notice is required, just so we can squeeze one last payment out of your crying bank account.
Then we'll keep charging you for 6 weeks after you leave. Most people don't notice. Lovely jubbly.
Sky Glass. It's a TV tied to your subscription forever. Cancel Sky and it becomes a very expensive, very heavy mirror.
Sky. The price goes up, the signal goes down, and the dish stays on your house forever.
At Clickscene TV there's a link in the description if you want to check out more, or review that very video in fact. Yeah, it is AI, computer generated, I should point that out. But good stuff nonetheless. I think it's scripted, just the visuals are AI, of course. Unless the version of AI that they use is so sophisticated that it can, in fact, understand the frustration of satellite television consumption. Perhaps, I don't know. Have they come so far? If they have, we should frankly be terrified. However, let's not go down that wormhole at this point in the proceedings. We will, in fact, be thanking all of the members on the channel and thanking everybody who's gifted memberships and celebrated their own membership milestones on this very stream. Solidarity. A quick reminder, Super Chat is open as well as Super Stickers, Super Thanks if you're catching up later on. The Buy Me a Coffee page is always there in the description of any content on the channel, so check out the link if you're unable to help us out via YouTube. well, we just about got through everything this evening. Hope you enjoyed the exclusive footage and things. More to come tomorrow for members first, and then that'll be on general release later on in the day. Just taking a look for a potential raid, so stick around if you want to carry on with some quality content. We've got left of the box. Yeah, let's go with left of the box. That's all locked in. Yeah, just a final reminder, hit the notification button so you don't miss out on any new content. And give us a shout out and a follow on social media. At MyLeftI UK is the handle you're looking for. We're on Blue Sky even. God, it's been a day and a week. Blue Sky, Twitter and Mastodon. It'd be great to connect with you there as well. As for this stream, all that remains is for me to thank you for watching, of course. You've been fantastic. It's been great to catch up again with everybody. I've been your humble host, Lefty. This has been the Brews at 10 on MyLeftI. Free Palestine, Lebanon, Sudan and Yemen. Power to the people, don't let the bastards grind you down. Don't watch the news, be the news, and MyLeftI will be seeing you soon. Good night.
Right, off you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
That's easy!
The door is open and you can leave.
It's what Hitler and Goering did, and it is textbook. And if you think the next time it happens, we're gonna recognize it because they're wearing scary uniforms, you're out of your damn mind.